excited about it. Like I said, we'll talk more about that one tomorrow as we get into the bottom left-hand corner here. The red Zerg player from Falcons. This is Solar. He takes on the blue Terran in the top right corner of the map, representing Team Liquid. You guessed it, it's Cure! Whoa! Oh my goodness. Cure in a must-win game. It's as simple as that, like I say. It's must-win. There's nothing kind of fancy about it. There's nothing tricksy. You win, you're in. You lose, you're out. Map score doesn't matter. And he's going to open with the 3 racks. So he's going to get real aggressive, which is funny because it's the second time we're going to see Solar get 3 racks on the opening game of the series in a ZvT and 2 ZvTs that we casted. So yeah, Cure must-win situation. Solar is chilling. Obviously, at the time that these were played, Solar did not know he was chilling, right? Like, I don't actually know what order they got played in, but it's very likely that actually when he played Cure, he had no idea if he was chilling or not. So he's playing, and obviously every match is worth prize money on its own accord anyway. So Solar had no idea he was locked in for first place when this was played, which means that obviously he's going to be playing with full vigor and full intent to attempt to stop the Terran and to get himself a dub on the board in this one. Let's see if he's moving about. So we see now a bunker coming down. The Rotron on the way. A few Lings McQueen coming about. A couple Marines popping through. I'm just going to get those Marines nibbling their way through the hatchery already. Sol obviously was blind to this. I mean, this time his Rotron coming up, I imagine this is what he wanted to do against, I imagine this is what he wanted to do against Percival, but this time we're going to see him not cancel things, so like I say, you can give up the the natural hatchery in this scenario because you're going to follow up with roaches. That is an allowable play. Well, the Marines will sit there, SCVs to repair. There's the Ravagers that will slowly battle this down and help you to try and break out of this situation. Solo trying to wrestle himself out of trouble right now. See if that is possible. SCV's going to be right there, ready to repair the bunker. Couple of barrels coming down, bunker taking some more shots. Just going to be seeing the concussive shells on the way up as a follow-up to this. So this is going to be Cure trying to get to the Marauders. Every time I've seen this be attempted before, it's not really worked out because the Zerg just overwhelms. Like the Marauders just can't do enough, especially as the Lings are coming through as well. So you're going to have something in front of the Roaches to kind of help as well. See if he's repairing. Link speed done soon. It's going to be breakout time from Solar. His biggest issue might just be getting down this ramp and initiating this fight. You can see he's afraid to get too close already because of the Ravagers. He's clearly feeling the pressure in that regard. So he definitely knows that that's a little bit of a scary situation. Let's try and stay clear of it. A couple more biles coming down. It's going to be good to go in a moment. There we go. A couple of corrosive valves. I mean, this bunker doesn't last long. Oh, it lasts longer than I thought. I was going to go down a bit more vigor. I think he dropped one of the biles kind of late, honestly. The Lings just don't want to run into the Marines. He wants to try and use the range of the Ravagers to his advantage. Yeah, he doesn't actually want to trade. units straight up. He wants to try and, like I say, do a little bit of this and that. Actually going to catch a couple Marines on the right side. Yep, this is where the Biles start to come through the Ravager's chase. Solar is on a timer, but you can't... If Stim finishes, this becomes much better for Kua. So yeah, getting through, killing Stim, I think is honestly... I don't want to say it ends the game, but I actually think it might end the game, to be honest. Like, I think this is one of those scenarios where, like, this is just everything you needed to be already, and that is going to be very rough for Kua, who now is being chased down by these Ravagers as well. Like, I really feel as though this enters a very difficult scenario for you at this stage. So yeah, definitely not ideal. Ling's going to get a catch. This army dies. This never works! I think this literally only works if it takes so long for the Zerg and Stim comes up. I think that's the only time this works. Coming up on screen, kind of bugged as well. It's really strange, honestly. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Yeah. When I started my stream earlier today, I was like, whoa, what? I was like, my sub count was not that high. We were struggling for subs last time I was live. I don't even think we're at 600. I don't even think we're at 599. We might be. Maybe that's me being super negative, but I actually don't think we are. I think we're at like 550. Well, 599 might make sense because that's... No, it's not even sub points. I actually have no idea. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. So as well, but you liked it. Oh, yeah. I mean, I like it too. Just, I'd like it more if it was real. I'd like it a lot more if it was real. Absolutely for certain. Jeez. Jeez. Overlord coming about. What's up, Kathros16? Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Maybe some people subbed when I was offline. They didn't though. Like, nobody subscribed since I finished my previous stream. So it's just not real. It's not real at all. Just fake news. Overlord coming across the map. We'll see Iraq's building up a Reaper here and get that underway. See, now it says 600 on the thingy. Yay. So weird. That's just bugged. Okay, Jams, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I honestly don't think we have 600 actual subs either, but I don't know. Like, we haven't had 60 subs a day, right? There's just no shot. There's just no shot. Twitch is tripping. Yeah, thank you, K-Jams, for the Prime sub as well. If you guys are enjoying the stream, you want to help support the channel and the StarCraft, do consider priming a sub. Also, we'll quickly mention again the Patreon page, patreon.com/WardiTV. So, patreon.com/WardiTV. 100% of anything you pledge on Patreon goes directly into WardiTV tournament prize pools. That said, tomorrow, guys, like I said, 2025 Championship starts. Tomorrow, we will begin crowdfunding the 2025 Championship to see what we can do to its prize pool. So we will be having a peek at that. And like I say, more info on that tomorrow. Couple lings, get rid of some rocks. Just going to knock that down for a couple of moments. Not a bad little situation to play out of for a few moments at all. I'm just going to be seeing our lings gathering up. The Reaper pulls over to the side. Going to get settled in. Well-armed Texan. Thank you so much for the 313 sub on the Prime. Appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. Hype train on the verge of happening. Oh my goodness. It's happening. The hype train is here. Lings on the wraparound. I was going to say, I think that Reaper could slip away, but needed to move a little bit sooner than it did. The Hellion is going to be there a little too late to play the protection game, and that Reaper does indeed fall. And hey, on the brain, thank you so much as well for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Did I say reach level 2 during this hype train? To get discounted subs? What? Unlock a limited time 35% off gifted subs at level 2 during this train? Wow. Hype trains are actually... I mean, yeah, I guess they're actually trying to be hype trains and do something. That's crazy. It's a treasure train? I've literally never... What? It's not even... You're right. It's not called a hype train. It's called a treasure train. What? Unbelievable. I've literally never seen... So if we get 5 more subs, gifted subs become cheaper. Alright, guys. Look. I can't help it, but... Did someone say scam train? Whoa, this may not be the scam train, though. This is the treasure train. We've not certified whether the treasure train's a scam or not. Thank you, Chillwin, for the 94-month resub. Nexus as well, Prime sub. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Risky scam train, 71 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Don't know why my notifications decided to just break as well, but okay. Hellions get in, drones are going to be dying, and Terran is going to be smiling as we get straight in here. A couple drones begin to go down, the Zerglings start dropping, the Queens are going to be right there as well as we try and play cleanup on this right now. And those Queens are going to get into the background, and that is going to do it for this first little wave of Hellion run by. 9 drones is obviously not bad at all. It's going to be seeing the Queen, going to try and play a little bit over here. Banshee taking some damage, so 11 drones in total. Really not bad, like I say. It's a pretty reasonable setup. All said and done. 1-1 upgrades and Stimpak coming through as a follow-off to this. Yo, thank you also Java Loco for the Prime, and Asa OSC for a gift sub to Brainless 481. Thank you so much. If someone gets it to level 2, I'll drop 5 gifties. Alright, guys. Not saying it's all on the line right now, but it's kind of all on the line right now. We need 1 more sub to hit level 2, and I guess we'll see if it actually works or not. Genuinely curious. Banshees, though, gonna cancel on the 4th hatchery is nice. Q with some good plays. Drone's dead. Banshee's doing good damage. Banshee's staying alive, too, so longevity of these units. Keeping them alive, giving them a second chance to get going again and to get some more done. Love that for us. Gonna see the Banshee's gonna get a chance to come through, and a couple of Crypt Tumors getting hit. Losing the vision, so it doesn't kill them off, so probably not gonna make much difference anyway. As yo, Zayla's son, thank you so much for the fresh new sub. Guys, it says, oh wow, that's a scandal. 35% off 5+ gifted subs. Wow. It didn't say that originally, no? Wow, I feel like we were being falsely advertised to. That is the definition of the scam train now. Does that mean I get less money on the subs, or is Twitch taking that hit? What do you guys think? I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea. Probably me. Unbelievable. Yo, Narrow through, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to Karpov, Ayoshi, Kirill, Novaka, and Vera SSSR. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Let's see what happens here as the Queens, the Hydras, gonna step through, the Marines step up, a couple Hydras going down, the Lings will get jumped on. Just gonna be seeing the tank going down, and the Marines will continue to trade. Ling, Hydra, Queen gathering up, Banshee gonna join. And the Marine tank medevac continue to get down to the bottom of the map here. It's going to be seeing the Lurker Den coming through. The Hive is on the way. Couple Hydras, the drones all building. +1 missiles, +1 carapace. We do have the let's go augments coming through as well. The tank will siege. The Marines and the medevacs will gather in. And get ready to push up. I do not know why my stream element notifications keep doing that noise, by the way. You have to change it. It's pissing me off. I think Q is just going to win straight up, by the way, guys. Just stimming in. All the damage being done. Infestor coming over. Hydras trying to step through. Fungal misses. We kind of needed a Fungal to probably save us realistically. This hatch is in trouble, and I think Kira is just going to dominate after a solid start. GG's. Alright, let's kick off into the top left-hand corner of the map. It is going to be our red Zerg player. This is going to be Solar from Falcons. Bottom right, our blue Terran representing Team Liquid. We've got Cure. Getting settled in. Hatch gas coming down. Pool to come in as a follow-up. The barracks on the bottom right-hand side. As the Overlord continues through. He made level 40 on the Strike Force game yesterday. Did I get credit for it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure when it actually ended because I've just been offline completely the last 3 days. Like, I completely stepped away from anything StarCraft related. So, I'm not sure when it actually finished. I think I think I saw things notify me on Stream Elements. So if it's notifying me, it probably did count. Yeah, it is done now, so I don't think anything else will count. But I'm pretty sure I saw level 40. It's disappeared now. I did see one earlier when I first checked my Stream Elements for the day. But now there's been too much activity. Too much happening. Unbelievable. Reaper is going to make its way across the map. Reaper steps over. Queen's Overlord drone coming about, getting settled into place just for the moment. Reaper is going to start fighting, getting some damage done. It's going to be fighting and trying to see what we can do. We'll gather a couple CCs coming up. The factory's going to be on the way through. Back to finishing on that barracks. The factory's still coming by. The Marine on a little bit of a journey here. As we see RCC, the reactor, the starport coming up for the moment. Speed going to be a part of this. Queen drones and Oval and Hatchery coming about. A grenade on those lings. And go up and down for a couple moments. Nothing too crazy, really, though. Just gather about. A couple Hellions coming through. Starport on the way. Adding on the command center. And then ling speed building on that pool. And the Reaper heading down right to the bottom. Into the natural here over the next few moments. Joining up with those Hellions here on Winter Madness. Game 3. Big match. Like I say, QM must win this game to advance. It would eliminate Ryung if he was able to get the W. So there's the link speed coming up. 8 drones on the way, adding on those queens as well. Depot gets placed by the SCV over here. And the Reaper just gathering then again. The Banshee and the Cloak and the Viper Flight on the way. The Refinery coming online. There, Overlords and Queens in production. Add a couple of spores. The Reaper and the Hellions get turned around. They go over to this left-hand side where we have a couple of Queens in position. Ling just gets picked off again. Ling's Queen's moving about. Bailing that's about halfway done. Lag gonna finish very soon. There's a few Hellions and the Reaper still hanging on the left side. Banshee gonna get a Zergling there. Able to get a little grab, which is nice. It's a nice little W on that one as we just have, again, the Reaper and a couple Hellions still moving about. The factory's on the way, so we're just gonna straight up play Mech. I like it. Mech's been making a bit of a return. I like the amount of Mech we're seeing, you know? I prefer Bio TVZ, straight up and simply said. I much prefer Bio TVZ, but I do really think there's something cool about seeing Mech sprinkled in. And especially Mech where, like, you know, Hyperflight Rotor Banshees, so it's very fun and active to watch. Like I say, I feel like we're seeing like a decent amount of that stuff coming through lately, so yeah, enjoying that. As you're just going to be seeing this Viking putting some pressure on, and gather some other units up here and there as well. Main speed, 1-1 melee upgrades coming about. Hellions and the Reaper. It's going to be coming over. And as we just have ourselves a chance to gather up a couple drones. going down, the Viking down the left-hand side, the couple Banshees into the main base to try and see what's up as well. Gonna get those straight through and get rid of a couple of drones already. 4 workers going down right off the bat. Banshees escape out, 5 drones going down. Those are the sort of numbers that add up. That's a lot of Hellions. We are seeing the road drone coming in from Kira recognizing, from Solar recognizing the need to obviously have some roaches. The Ling's going to step through. The Hellion's going to take some damage. The Ling Bane's going to try and get a catch. The Bane's trying to reach. The Hellion's there, but will not do too much just yet as we regather ourselves. Just for a couple of moments. Hellion's going to step through. Queen's going to take some damage. We step straight in toward this left-hand side base. One Queen goes down. A few Zerglings going down. There goes another Queen. Now going to try and get the mineral line. A few drones are getting killed. 4 workers going down. The Ling's getting surrounded. That is going to be a cleanup. Bane's busting those Hellions down as well. I mean, that was actually a nice round in the end. Minimal damage taken by Solar. As Kua, again, fighting for his tournament life in this group stage, looking to scrape his way through into the playoffs. Tell you what, first round of the playoffs are going to be freaking stacked. Kua, a first round playoff participant. Shin's a first round playoff participant on the other side as well. I mean, it could be Kua Shin first round. There's some very high possibility chances that we see some crazy kind of business there. Hellions, the Cyclones, coming straight over. Roach speed, missiles, plus melee. Overlord speed, but everything coming about. The Crypt Team is going down. The Queen's going to get jumped on. You get the lock-ons there with the Cyclones. Just going to push the Queens a bit further away. Now these Zerglings still heading to the bottom right side. A couple of Lings move out to the sides. Again, Spire about halfway done. The Hive coming through. Mankfield, and again, just more Mech. But also the Raven. The Raven I find interesting. It's not something you usually kind of combine in early with this kind of Mech play. So kind of curious as to what the idea is there, or if there is an idea, or anything in particular. She's just going to be and a little bit more damage. We'll even scan for some creep tumors, which is never a bad thing. Love that. The split on the Banshee to make sure there's no overkill on creep tumors. That was a cute little bit of additional micro. Probably unnecessary in the grand scheme of things, but just showing that even the little things have thought put into them here when you've got players at the level of Kira and Solar competing with each other. Hellion Cyclone will continue through then on the right-hand side. Shows up onto that hatchery. We do get a couple lock-ons. Here we go. Ling, Roach, Bane, Ravager gonna come through, looking for the massive surround. The Blue Flame, I think, has killed enough to keep the Titan away open. The Cyclones got caught, though. The Hellions freed themselves, but the Cyclones did get caught up a little bit, and that becomes a problem. So the Cyclones ended up taking some damage. The Banshee stepped through as well. Ravagers going to get knocked down. We drop a Fungal in return. The Queens are going to step over, chase that Banshee away over to the sides. Reinforcements just arriving from Kua. He's still building Ravens. I wonder if he's going to have just anti-armor missile, if he has another plan. I mean, obviously it helps you get rid of the creep, but, you know, building multiple, you don't need multiple for the detection kind of factor, right? So, definitely feels like there's a little bit of something going on there in terms of the plan from Kua. I'm just curious as to what that may be. More Ravager Battles actually going to land as Kua chases through, looking to catch that army and get a bit more damage onto it. Raven still just sat there gathering energy. Solar rushing him towards the Greater Spire as well, so he's going to try and get fast Broodlords out. It's become a more viable option recently as well. We've seen that kind of coming through and being a thing a little bit more often lately, so something else we likely see a little more of is we just have the Hellions and the Cyclones on the left side, going to get rid of another Creep Tumor. Hellion, Cyclone, Raven out down to the bottom right. The hatchery's still just going to sit over here. And Corrupt is building through. Greater Spire finishing shortly. Cyclones will lock onto the hatch. Just drop the Order Turrets in the end. It's just going to tank a little bit. To be fair, if you can mess with the AI or some of those units a little bit and some of that kind of like what they do and they just jump onto the Order Turret, that can sometimes buy you a little bit of an extra gap created. Drops the Fungal because the Infestor was going to die, so at least we get something from the Fungal, but let's be real. That's not what you were really looking for overall. You wanted a little bit, something a little bit juicier than that in the grand scheme of things. Hellion Cyclone coming up. Smart Servos is about to finish. Hellions will take out the hatchery, and we look to wrap around on that right-hand side. Spankroll finishing up. Ling, Bane, Roach, Ravager stepping straight over. The Baneling's going to roll at those Hellions. corrosive valves coming down. Hellion Cyclone taking some hits. The Roach is taking some more damage. Ravagers being picked away at as well. And that does not feel good for Solar. He rolls in with a few Banelings, a little late to the party, but does still get rid of some of the Hellbats at least. Taking another chance to step through here. Those drones in trouble. Oh, we do get a connection. It hits 13 of them, so 13 workers dead. Solar's bank count is drained, by the way. Nothing banked up. Does have the Broodlords arriving, so, you know, the cavalry to the rescue is a slow approach to cavalry, but it will be the cavalry, as I presume that's what we're going to try and use to help push this back. Man, it's so scary. All these lings running in. Not ideal. Some pickoffs. The Hellions get that plane cleanup as well. A couple Thors, a couple Starports. Just continue to build. Cyclone going down. The rest of the Ling Roach Ravager. Going to split up and decide where to go to. Command Center going to be jumped on as well. Roaches. We'll kind of get there. Sense Tower. Not going to go down just yet. We pull back the other direction. The Cyclones and Hellbats gather. The Extractor's going down. Command Center is very low and very close to dropping, but just about keeps itself alive. Cyclone's got the Overseer. More Banes coming through. The rest of this army going back the other way. Let's just have, again, 3-3 upgrades coming about. A couple of Hellions coming over. Hellion Cyclone over to the far left-hand side. In the top left, a little anti-arm missile even. Trying to help us out as the Cyclones patrol over there as well. Here we're getting into a pretty decent position at this current point in time. Just going to see the Hellion Cyclone moving up the left. Roach, Ravager, Bane, Brood. Going to knock down the planetary over here. Hellbats coming back over. Just going to actually, again, just wipe out drones. The economy is an issue for Solar. Like, he's at 60 workers, or less than 60 workers right now. He is just not in a great position in the slightest. Like, he is in trouble, to say the least. Just gonna see the Roach Ravager Hydra will be clean up in these last few units, but the eco damage is so massive, and that's what worries me, is that is Solar, you know, as this game goes on, does Solar just end up in a position where you can't really do anything anymore? Like, it kind of feels like we're getting there, no? Like, it kind of feels like we're at this point where, like, right now his army's good, but if he doesn't break through right now, I genuinely believe this becomes a nigh-on impossible game, because your economy just can't keep up with what is an efficient Terran army. It's been kind of scrappy and back and forth right now, but only because Q can, you know, kind of play for that phase to get this into this sort of state. So yeah, I'm not sure about this long term. Just going to see the Roach Ravager Ling Bane going to come through there. A couple of Roaches going to chase the Hellions away. Broodlord's heading down to the bottom of the map. Command Center will land in position shortly as the SCVs pull across. A couple of refineries will begin to go down. CC gets in position. Hey, we got the rocks. It was very satisfying watching the Broodlings just drop on the rocks. They could take a bit of damage, drop on the rocks. That was a very satisfying little scenario as we do bar down a couple of rocks over here already. Again, your Parasite coming up, the Infestor's on the way. Hydra, Banes, bit of everything else continuing through for the moment. We do just have +3 missiles. And a lot of the upgrades coming by. Just going to see a couple of piles straight onto the Command Center. The Thor's going to be there, hitting the Ravagers a little extra. The Broodlord's up in the sky still. Brood's still moving about. The Infestors gather. Queen going to step forward. Roach Ravager wanting to maybe make a little bit of a dive in toward the Hellbats and the Thors there. Vikings taking some more damage. The Infestors looking back, looking to try and get involved with some neural parasites. If we can get rid of enough of the tanks, and it's going to be difficult to touch the Infestors. That can be the way in which the Infestors can succeed big time in that regard. So it's definitely a possibility. There's +3 missiles, +3 melee still coming up. Lings building. Army of Q are coming about. The Vikings going to step to the left side. The Broodlord's moving over. Banelings will morph. Just going to see the Hydra's going to step in there. A couple of shots onto the Vikings. Hellbats will take a little extra damage. So, and a few more shots there. The Broodlord's coming through once more. Still hitting some additional Hellbats. Going to go back and forth. Still got the Ravagers wanting to try and see what we can do. mean, this is just going to be good. Pushing up this ramp, going to try and force the fight. Infestors. Just gone. Not going to do anything. Oh, that was brutal. Where the hell did the Infestors go? Am I crazy? They just died? Yikes. I was waiting for something exciting to happen, and Solo's army just went. They got the Infestors got vaporized. I'm gonna take a rewind on that because that was surprising to me. Everything just died, I think, is the problem. He had like 90 tanks. Yeah, I guess I didn't think he had that many tanks originally. I didn't think Solo was. Oh, they're just all on their own up there, and there's a missile turret. Oh, Solo sets up for the fight. That's just a disaster. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, where are the Infestors? Oh, they're dead. No, I mean, obviously the scan could have come down, but like they were dying before the neurals come off. If you get all the neurals and then you scan, it may go a bit differently, right? Like, it's one of those things where, don't get me wrong, like, it's not like Kua had no way to handle the Infestors overall, but it could have been a lot better for Solar if it just didn't quite go the way it did. Like, if that turret isn't there, and at least you get the neurals off, it might be close. I don't think Solar's in position to kind of win this game or anything. I'm not trying to make that case, just... It could have been, I think, a little bit